Let's go to our third video. Let's stop chasing deals together, but let's build a system instead. So for years, I thought the answer was simple. For about 10, find more deals, you close more deals, you make more money. Rinse and repeat. That was my business plan. And honestly, that's how most real estate investors operate. But eventually, I discovered something that changed my thinking. I discovered that the investors who build lasting wealth aren't necessarily finding more deals. Oh no, they found a better system. I thought I was learning how to buy houses. What I was really learning was how to scale and build a business. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a completely different thing. So, why do most investors stay stuck? Why do most investors look for free videos? Most investors spend their entire year chasing transactions. The process looks pretty much like this. Find a lead, work the lead, close the lead, pay a lot of money getting the lead, closing the lead. You get paid, rinse and repeat. Find another lead, you work another lead, you close another lead, you get paid, you start over. The problem, it's a J-O-B. Every month starts at zero. Does that sound familiar? Because that's exactly where I found myself. You see, I wasn't building a machine. I was creating another job. And even though I was doing these videos, I was frustrated with that. And then I went to the Millionaire Jumpstart. Learn the mindset. One of the first things that changed my perspective was the understanding that real estate isn't about houses. It's about systems. The average investor focuses on transactions. Successful business owners focus on repeatable processes, monetizing everything. They build generation systems. They build follow-up. It takes time. I'm right in the middle of it. They build a marketing system. They build a buyer acquisition system. They build businesses that can function whether they're working or not. That's Cynthia Shriver. It's a much different way of thinking. It's something I'm excited to share with you about. What is the difference between hustle and systems? For years, I relied on hustle. Hustle works. Been out to Kansas, which is right behind me. But hustle has limits. There are so many hours in a day. There are only so many calls you can make. Only so many appointments you can make. Only so many properties you can visit. Systems, however, don't have those limitations. Systems, once you get it going, continue working. Systems create consistency. Systems sometimes, or systems often, produce predictable results. That realization, predictable results, changed everything. So let's talk about the power of lead generation. That's our fourth chapter here. One of the biggest breakthroughs was understanding that lead generation is a system, not an event, not a lucky break, not a one-time marketing campaign. A system is something that is consistent marketing, consistent messaging, consistent follow-up, consistent relationship building. The goal isn't finding one lead. The goal is building a process that continually creates opportunities. That shift alone can massively transform your business. So, why buyers changed everything? This is where the first buyer first model became so powerful. Because most investors are building systems around properties. That's what I did. We build systems around people. It's different. We identify the buyers, we understand their goals, we understand their obstacles, we understand their timeline, then we build solutions around those needs. When you know who you're helping, finding opportunities becomes much easier. The buyer becomes the center of the system. I'm going to go work on some right after this video. It's exactly what you have to do. Now, there's also the importance of a CRM, a client relationship management system. Now, that may sound boring, but ladies and gentlemen, it was one of the most important lessons I learned. Relationships matter. Follow-up matter. Consistency matters. It's all on my computer right here. I'm going to it right after I'm done here. And if you're trying to manage everything in your head on pieces of paper, eventually things fall through the cracks. Because businesses that grow are businesses that track relationships, track conversations, track follow-up, track opportunities. You tracking with me? The fortune is often in the follow-up. And systems make follow-up possible. That's why Street Smart is so solid. Great systems. Now, why do systems create wealth? This was a lesson that connected everything together for me. Wholesaling taught me how to generate income, taught me how to create wealth, because systems are all about creating wealth. Because wealth isn't created by random activities. Nope. Systems create the wealth. Wealth is created through predictable processes repeated over time. You see, the goal isn't another deal, it's a repeatable system. The goal isn't another paycheck. The goal is building something that continues creating opportunities year after year. And frankly, that is where long-term wealth begins. So how about understanding affordable housing at a deeper level? What we're doing here. As I built these systems, I began seeing affordable housing differently. It wasn't simply about buying houses. It wasn't simply about seller financing. It wasn't simply about real estate. It was about creating a repeatable process that helps families move closer to home ownership. A system that creates buyers. A system that benefits sellers. A system that creates opportunities for everyone involved. And that's where I really began to understand and embrace the affordable housing on a much deeper level. It wasn't a transaction. It was a mission supported by systems. So in closing, the biggest reason I learned wasn't about how to buy more houses. It was how to stop depending on the next deal. I learned about successful businesses, and they're built on systems. Not hustle, not luck, not heroic effort. Just went through that yesterday with Cynthia Schreiber, my coach. Stick with what you know to be true. The goal isn't another deal. The goal is a repeatable system. I'm John Sarver. I'm a certified affordable housing provider and co-founder of Liberty Life Home Solutions with Justin Ward, who's doing the same thing. To learn more about affordable housing solutions and alternative pathways to home ownership, visit libertylifehomesolutions.com. And to learn more about the educational community that helps shape these ideas, visit streetsmartinvestor.com. Tell them I sent you so they know how you got there. In the next video, we're going to discuss why helping families achieve home ownership became bigger than real estate and how affordable housing became my mission. We'll see you soon.